So welcome everybody to our Saturday, February 26th Black History Month event. We're featuring author Heather Burris with her beautiful book, Hair Like Me. And I'm Councilmember Bowles from Ward 3 here in Colmar Manor. Vivian Jackson, who is on the line, is our former council. She refers to us as Mayberry, and I refer to us as our little village by the Anacostia. Colmar Manor is a multicultural community, and we all work and live together. People of all ethnicities and many different heritages, all living together, working to make our home an even more beautiful place to live. If humanity is like a garden of beautiful flowers, all of different shapes, sizes, and colors, then Colmar Manor is a particularly varied and beautiful garden indeed. As a family, we plan to move forward together. Thank you. Miss Vivian?
Yes, good morning. I apologize again for my face is not showing, but good morning. My name is Vivian Jackson. And as Doug stated, I'm a former council member of the town of Colmar Manor. I'm currently involved in the recreation committee, trying to keep it going because I think it's very important for our kids to have some outlet and things to do. We meet once a month. We do it virtual because of COVID, but we also will start meeting outside. We meet the first Monday of the month, and one of the things that we do here is try to plan activities for the youth. For the youth in the community. We're also looking for volunteers, and we're excited to hear the book reading from Heather this morning, and we welcome you. Thank you so much. Monica?
Great. I'm going to have Doug just talk about Black History Month and in particular why we contacted Heather.
Thanks again, Monica. So Black History Month is a month where we focus obviously on the history and contributions of African Americans to American history. And that contribution and those moments began on the day that we became a country, and for a couple of hundred years before that. Any history associated with this country is Black history. And there is no such thing ultimately as a Black History Month, because every day, every minute, every hour is Black history. So that's one statement I want to make. And I also would like everyone to know that Black history here in Prince George's County goes all the way back to the beginning as well. I serve on a couple of committees in the county, and we're working on some very exciting work with the early days of the county, with rediscovering African-American cemeteries and burial grounds. And right here in Bladensburg, we have some really amazing Black historical figures that we're talking about and featuring, like Margaret Adams, who is a very strong, important Black woman and a member of Bladensburg's community in the colonial era, who ran her own inn, who sued and won in court. The 111th Colored Infantry Troops that were stationed at Fort Lincoln here right next to and part of Colmar Manor, who fought for our country during the Civil War, and many, many others up to today, including our current governmental public servants such as Senator Malcolm Augustine, Delegate Fennell, former council member Vivian Jackson, our mayor, Sadara Barrow, and so forth. Black history is American history. And what's important, of course, is that if people don't have representation, if children can't see themselves in all parts of life, then it's hard for them to imagine themselves there. It's hard for them to set goals and think of themselves being able to go places where they can't see themselves. And so I think books like this are some of the most important things that artists can do to contribute to that. Produce a place in literature and illustration where a child can see their beauty and their possibility. And so that's what's beautiful about this. And so thank you so much, Heather, for creating such a beautiful, affirming piece of literature. And welcome.
Great, thank you. And so I actually have the pleasure of introducing Heather Burris. So my name is Monica Casañas, and I live in Colmar Manor. I've lived here for the past 8 years. And honestly, one of the reasons why I moved here from Tacoma Park was because of its diversity. I mean, I'm a New Yorker, and so that's just how I grew up, and that's how I roll. So let me go ahead and introduce the beautiful author. Her name is Heather Burris. She is a researcher at heart who loves to read, write, and edit. She took her analytical skills and found her passion in public health, where she currently serves the youngest residents of Washington, D.C., working for the local health department. So Heather and I actually both work for the D.C. Department of Health. So after sharing an unforgettable hair moment with her own preschool daughter, Autumn, Heather journaled the story Hair Like Me, which would become her first published project. Heather also enjoys working out, reading, traveling, and spending quality time with family and friends. She resides in Washington, D.C. with her husband, Brad, and two children, Autumn and BJ. So let me turn it over to Heather. And Heather, thank you again for being here.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome and introduction. I'm honored to be here, especially during Black History Month. It's, as Monica mentioned, we work together, and this kind of came up surprisingly through an interview that I had done at work related to COVID, and someone recognized my name. And it's a pleasure because I haven't had an opportunity to really do book events and promote Hair Like Me since the pandemic, just because of the nature of our work and, you know, people being home. And it's just been very interesting times, as we all know. So it is my pleasure to be in this space again and to be able to talk about Hair Like Me and beauty and work with our children in events like this and opportunities. I'm especially honored and excited to be here, just coming off of the cusp of Black history made yesterday with the announcement by President Biden of his nomination to the Supreme Court of the first Black woman ever. Ketanji, I hope I didn't say her name wrong. Ketanji is, I believe is how it's pronounced, Brown Jackson. It's such a historic moment for us, for little brown girls everywhere. Like you said, Councilman, if you can see it, then you can be it, right? And so it's so important to have representation and images that we can aspire to, that our children can aspire to. And so I'm just happy to be here, and I won't take any more time, and we'll just jump right in. So Hair Like Me is a story that I wrote, as Monica said, after experiencing a moment with my daughter, Autumn. She was 4 at the time, she's 8 now. So it's been quite some years that really just spoke to our situation at the time. And it is based on true events. So what you see of my hair now is a grow out, but I did have long hair that I used to often straighten with a flat iron. And so everything in the story is pretty much how it happened for us. So here we go. And Autumn has taken the liberty to color in her book. So this is her version. Hair Like Me. Autumn loves to imitate mommy. Autumn wears sneakers just like mommy. Autumn talks on her cell phone just like mommy. Autumn even bakes just like mommy. Autumn and mommy do everything together. One evening before bed, Autumn was watching mommy wash and style her hair. She noticed how mommy's naturally curly hair became straight. When mommy was finished, Autumn said to her, "You look beautiful, mommy, just like a princess." "Thank you, sweetheart," mommy said. "I want princess hair like yours," Autumn exclaimed. Then she pretended to style her hair just like mommy had done. "But Autumn, your hair is beautiful. I love your hair. Now it's time for bed." Mommy helped Autumn change into her pajamas and settle into bed. Autumn was sad. She wanted princess hair like mommy. As she drifted off to sleep, Autumn imagined herself with hair that could be tied up into a beautiful scarf like mommy's. Mommy lay awake that night. She thought long and hard about what Autumn had said about princess hair. When mommy was a little girl, she wanted princess hair too, but her hair was like Autumn's. Growing up in school, many of her friends did not have hair like hers. Mommy tried everything she could to have princess hair. Mommy tried to wear her hair up. Mommy tried to wear her hair down. Mommy even tried to wear fake hair, but nothing had worked. She knew how Autumn felt all too well, the feeling of being different because of her hair. Mommy had learned to love her hair as she got older, but she knew that if she kept her hair styled long and straight, Autumn would think this was princess hair and start to dislike her own hair. Mommy felt it was her job to teach Autumn that she was beautiful inside and out, and that princess hair is beautiful hair, no matter the style. Mommy loved Autumn so much that she wanted Autumn to love everything about herself too. Mommy knew what she had to do. The next day, while Autumn was away at school, Mommy went to the hair salon. "How do you want your hairstyle today?" the stylist asked. Immediately, Mommy responded, "I want you to cut it all off." When Mommy saw herself in the mirror, she felt happy, more beautiful, and stronger than ever. She couldn't wait to go home and show Autumn. When Mommy arrived, Autumn gave her the biggest smile and exclaimed, "Mommy, I love your hair. You have hair like me." "Thank you, honey. When I was at the hair salon, I saw all kinds of beautiful women with very different hairstyles. And you know what? All of those women had princess hair because princess hair can look different on everyone," Mommy said. Mommy continued, "You are beautiful and your hair is too. So I decided to style my hair like yours. Princesses are princesses because they are beautiful on the inside. They can have whatever hair they want." "Now, Autumn, repeat after me," Mommy said. "I am beautiful. I am beautiful. And I love my hair. And I love my hair. And I am a princess. And I am a princess. So I must have princess hair," Autumn shouted. "Oh, Mommy, I love you. And I love my hair too. But are you still a princess?" Autumn asked. "Of course. We are both princesses with our princess hair." And even just reading that brought, brought back so many memories. It's been a while, but I remember the moment when my husband saw me and I told him what happened with Autumn, and he said, "Well, you're gonna have to stop straightening your hair." And so that led to an appointment at the salon. And just like I said in the book, I cut it all off. And I just remember that very first moment. I was so nervous sitting in the chair because, you know, as women, we have a lot of confidence and power really in our hair. And I didn't imagine that it would be, I would have so much anxiety. But after I just went through with it, it was such a relief to see myself and to see how much beauty I still felt without hair. And it was just like a confidence booster that, like that India Ari song, "I am not my hair." Like really it is all about how the confidence you have inside, your self-esteem, and just knowing that we can wear any type of hairstyle we want. Women, Black women, Latino women, you know, at any women really. And this book has resonated with so many people, my white friends as well, who've had thicker curly hair, who've had red hair. I had a couple of friends who told me that they were like, you know, "I'm white, but I had red hair and I was made fun of as a child and I always felt different." And so, you know, really seeing your book took me back to those moments, and they were just grateful that it crosses cultures, It's important for little Black girls, but it really crosses cultures and is a relevant story that beauty and confidence always lie within. So I see a couple of little kids on, and I just wanted to ask them some questions, if that's okay, if they want to unmute themselves. In the back of the book, we have a couple of questions about what is your favorite way to style your hair? And you can feel free to unmute yourself. Do they have the ability to unmute themselves?
They should. If not, if they could raise their hand, I will unmute them if they're not able to do so themselves.
It looks like John Luke Hazelwood. She's raising her hand, or she was.
My hair down. I'm not John Luke Hazelwood.
He says he
All
likes his hair
right.
down.
I love it. Anybody else?
No.
What about Lindsay Gonzalez?
Wait, how do you know my name?
I can read it. What's your favorite way to style your hair, Lindsay?
Curly hair like right here.
Curly hair? Ooh, I love curly hair. Thank you for sharing.
Sure.
What about, oh, my friend, the Johnson family, she just ran away. Okay, I have another question for you guys. What is one thing that you love about yourself? It doesn't have to be your hair. I really love my smile. I like my teeth. My parents got me braces when I was little, and I thank them for it all the time. So I like my smile. What about you, Lindsay, again?
I like my hair when it's like this because everybody has a hair and I love it so much.
You like your bangs?
Yep.
All right.
Because my mom cut it and I love it.
it. What about, what happened to our friend who ran away? Johnson family. Are there any other boys or girls on?
I'll say what I love about myself.
Sure.
I love that I am happy a lot of the time. I like to be happy, and I like to make other people happy too.
That's a great one, Monica. It's a great feeling that we can all be happy. Happiness is a great thing. What about, oh, I see my friend is raising her hand again, John Luke Hazelwood. What do you love about yourself? I know what I love about you. You're hype. She's passionate.
I love fire.
Awesome. Thank you.
My daughter, her name is Nyla. She's 3.
Hi,
loves it.
Nyla.
Say hi, Nyla. She loves it when I style her hair. And that's her sister, 15 months, saying hi.
Oh, hi. That's great. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Nyla and Sissy. Anybody else? What about thinking about someone you love or really like a lot? What is one thing that makes them special? Yes. Miss Lindsay.
My dad.
Oh, I love it. What's
Because
so special about your dad?
he always do so many work, and I love it because
And you
he
love
wins
it?
money.
Oh, good. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. I really love my son, BJ. What makes him special is he is so funny. He tells jokes all the time. And even when he's not trying to tell a joke, he's still funny. And he's 5 years old. Anybody else? How about Councilman? What is one thing that you really love about yourself or about someone else?
I have a great ability to love, and that was given to me by people who love me. And I love to sing, and I do it outside of being a councilman. That's what I do for a living, and I teach music.
Oh, that's lovely.
Creativity is a beautiful conduit to open up hearts and minds and be together and share humanity. So I'm really grateful that I have that ability.
Ah, that's
Thanks for
awesome.
including me.
Yeah, sure. Any other adults want to chime in? Singing is a gift, so that is awesome.
This is Vivian. I love family. Family is so important to me. I have a big family on my side and also my husband's side, and we get together a lot. It's been difficult during the COVID, but family is so important to me. Also community, as you see that I am still involved in the community, which I have been since, I think my daughter is moved here. My daughter's 26 years old. But my heart, and I wish my granddaughter was here on the call with us, but she's not here today. But yeah, I love family. That's so important to me.
That's awesome. I agree. I come from a big family as well on my mom and dad's side. Each one of them is one of 6 and one is one of 9. So I have a lot of cousins that I've grown up with. My husband is the only child, so it's an adjustment, but it's been a good one. So yes, thank you guys for engaging with us today. We'd love to hear all of your stories, all of the things you love about yourselves, and especially all the things you love about your hair. And I just want to remind everyone to always celebrate each other and celebrate our beautiful differences. It's what makes America amazing. It's what makes our culture and our country a great place, that we're able to all be here and celebrate one another and look different and make a beautiful quilt really out of, our different features. So I love that. And I just hope that you would continue to love your crowns, whatever your hair is. We call it our crown, and just continue to represent and represent well. So thank you again for having us.
So if people are interested in buying your book, so just so people that are on the call know, if you would like a book and you're a resident of Colmar Manor, we have some copies of the book that we would love to gift to you for free. For people that are on the call that are nearby, just contact me, and we have enough that if you would like a book, I can get one to you. So just message me, or just let me know in the chat box if you'd like a book. But Heather, if people would like to buy one of your books or want to get more info, where can they go?
Sure. So I have a website. It's called joyfulthoughts.com, and it's Joy with an I. It's actually me and Autumn's middle name is Joy with an I. So it's JOIFUL thoughts.com. You can go on the site and purchase the book in paperback or hardback. I also translated it in Spanish because both of my children are in Spanish immersion programs in DC public charter schools. And so I really wanted to have a translation so that I could provide it for their school. And so there's a translation called Pelo Como Yo that's also available on the website. So that is where, if you order through me, I actually sign them and mail them myself. But it is also available on Amazon. So I know a lot of people find Amazon to be very convenient, myself included. And so it is available on Amazon too, both copies, Pelo Como Yo and Hair Like Me.
Heather, I see you have a t-shirt on.
I do. So I
Is
have
that something
t-shirts.
that you sell? I would love to get that for my granddaughter and myself.
So I do have shirts on the website as well. I don't know how many children's sizes I still have left. I can check and see, but I believe the inventory is update on the website. So just go and check it out.
Oh, great. And once again, we thank you for taking the time out to read to our residents and our kids in the town of Colmar Manor. This is something that Monica and I, but we may be doing again. And of course, we will welcome you to come to our Juneteenth event on June the 19th in the town of Colmar Manor. And thank you so much. And once again, I apologize. No one can see my face, but hope to have that fixed soon. But thank you.
No problem. Thank you for having me. I would love to come to the Juneteenth event. And I don't, right now, I don't have any plans to be out of town. So I think that will work for us as well.
Great, thank you.
Council member, you have any closing words? Anyone else have anything?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you are two very important words that the more we say them, the better the energy we send out in the world. So thank you. I have such a feeling of gratitude this morning for Heather and for her work, and for Monica, for you connecting us with her, and for all of the loving things you always do for our community, Monica. I really appreciate you. And Vivian, you're like town mom, man. You've just been involved with the town for so long, and you're such a loving person too. So, and to all the folks from Colmar Manor who signed on, thank you so much. And that's it for me, but thank you so much for starting our day in such a beautiful way today and acknowledging Black history in such an important way. Thank you.
Sure, thank you. It's great to meet all my new friends. Bye, boys and girls. Look at this sweet baby. Oh.
All right, so I think we can